Hey y'all, my name is Erin and I'm a physical therapist in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. I received my doctorate in physical therapy in May of 2019 and have been practicing primarily in pediatrics in a hospital-based outpatient clinic ever since. I absolutely love my job and work with the very best team. We work hard and we play hard. I can remember the exact day when I decided that a life in pediatric care would be for me. As a freshman in high school, I knew that kids got sick and were born with disabilities, but that became a reality to me during a student council service project delivering books to Mississippi's only children's hospital in Jackson. From that day moving forward, I always had the same response to the ever-looming question, what do you want to do when you grow up? I would always respond, I want to help babies walk. Well, that far oversimplification of an answer led me to 4 years in my undergrad at Mississippi State and 3 years earning my doctorate at the University of Mississippi Medical Center. So now, here we are. Practicing in rural South Mississippi, it's not uncommon to have kids that drive an hour or even more to come to therapy. I understand the responsibility that places on me to provide excellent care day in and day out, to give them 110% every time they walk through the doors. It's so true that early detection of delays or abnormalities in meeting gross motor milestones is critical. Early intervention leads to improved outcomes in both the short and the long term. Being that our small communities are far and widespread from major medical hubs in the southeast, our children are often only seen for a short period of time at periodic follow-ups with their pediatricians, leaving their parents to assume that they're meeting their developmental milestones appropriately through some very critical months. Seeing this as a consistent pattern, I began programming for a Mommy and Me Developmental Milestones class as a free service to our community, where parents and their littles can come and receive education as well as tips and tricks from physical, occupational, and speech therapists to help ensure that they are meeting those gross motor milestones on time. My directors have been so supportive and encouraged me all the way. However, as with the rest of the world, my plans had been derailed by COVID. I believe that these challenges brought out creativity and innovation in all of us that we may not have even realized that we had. For now, we will move forward with bi-monthly Zoom calls with experts and representatives from community resources jumping in to provide any assistance to these parents that we can until we can be together again, snuggling on these babies and making sure that they receive all the services they need. The thing about my home state of Mississippi is that we are constantly suffering a brain drain, with some of our best and brightest leaving for what they would consider to be greener pastures. However, I believe Mississippi's brightest days are our future, but that can't happen without people like me who love this state so much and want to stay and fight every single day to see the people here thrive. In fact, I love this state so dang much that I served as Mississippi's Miss Hospitality for 2015, traveling the state as the Goodwill Ambassador for Tourism and Economic Development. As I drove the state for a year, it created a drive in me to do my part to ensure that the people of Mississippi are thriving and growing. Excellent health care for all Mississippians, especially our tiniest citizens. That's the passion and that's my plan. It's fueled by almond milk lattes, early mornings at Orange Theory Fitness, and fabulous fitting scrubs. So that is where you awesome humans at Figs come in. First, please keep making squat-proof scrubs. Those of us who spend our days lifting tiny humans appreciate it more than you know. And most importantly, my dad always told me that your true education begins when your formal academic season ends. That could not be more true. I feel like I've learned more in the past 17 months than I did in the past 7 years. But the truth of the matter is that the financial burden my student loans place on me prevent me from attending incredible and incredibly expensive continuing education courses and seminars. Being awarded this grant would give me the opportunity to continue to further my education in areas specific to my patients and their needs. So, here I am, humbly asking you to help me so I can continue to help them to the very best of my ability.